Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary Channel. I'm Sammy, your host, here to give you a detailed dive into another captivating book. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It's essential for us to keep bringing you these summaries. Plus, subscribing means you'll always be in the loop when a new book summary drops. Today, we're exploring The Great Gatsby by FScottFitzgerald. Published in 1925, this classic novel is a poignant critique of the American dream set in the Roaring Twenties. Let's dive into the key events and character arcs from this book so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. The story is narrated by Nick Carraway, a young man from Minnesota who moves to New York in the summer of 1922 to learn about the bond business. He rents a modest house in West Egg, a wealthy but less fashionable area of Long Island. Next door to Nick's house is a grand mansion owned by Jay Gatsby, a mysterious and fabulously wealthy man who throws extravagant parties every weekend. Nick's cousin, Daisy Buchanan, lives across the bay in the more fashionable East Egg with her husband, Tom Buchanan. Daisy and Tom epitomize old money and the elite social class. Nick visits them and meets Jordan Baker, a beautiful and cynical professional golfer with whom he begins a romantic relationship. During this visit, Nick learns that Tom is having an affair with Myrtle Wilson, the wife of George Wilson, a garage owner in the desolate industrial area known as the Valley of Ashes. Nick receives an invitation to one of Gatsby's lavish parties and attends, where he finally meets Gatsby. Contrary to the wild rumors about him, Gatsby is a refined and gracious host. He reveals to Nick that he is in love with Daisy and has been pining for her for years. Gatsby and Daisy had been romantically involved during World War I, but they lost touch, and Daisy married Tom. Gatsby's wealth and parties are all part of his grand plan to win Daisy back. With Nick's help, Gatsby and Daisy reunite, rekindling their romance. Gatsby's dream seems within reach, but Tom becomes increasingly suspicious of their relationship. In a climactic confrontation at the Plaza Hotel, Tom exposes Gatsby's questionable business dealings and reveals the futility of Gatsby's dream to recreate the past. Daisy, overwhelmed by the confrontation and her conflicted feelings, ultimately chooses to stay with Tom. Tragedy strikes when Myrtle Wilson, Tom's mistress, is killed in a hit-and-run accident. The car belongs to Gatsby, but Daisy was driving. Tom deceitfully tells George Wilson that Gatsby was driving, leading George to believe Gatsby was Myrtle's lover. In a fit of rage and grief, George goes to Gatsby's mansion and kills him before taking his own life. In the aftermath, Nick organizes Gatsby's funeral, but is disheartened by the lack of attendees. Gatsby's so-called friends and partygoers have vanished, leaving only Nick, Gatsby's father, and a few servants to mourn him. Disillusioned by the moral decay and superficiality of the East Coast elite, Nick decides to return to the Midwest. The novel concludes with Nick reflecting on Gatsby's relentless pursuit of his dream and the larger American dream. He admires Gatsby's hope and determination, but recognizes the tragic flaws in Gatsby's idealism and the corrupt reality of the society he sought to conquer. The Great Gatsby is a timeless exploration of ambition, love, and the American dream, set against the backdrop of a society driven by wealth and excess. Gatsby's story is both a cautionary tale and a poignant reminder of the complexities of human desire and the elusive nature of dreams. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary Channel. Don't forget to subscribe to get updates on new episodes, and if you enjoyed this summary, please like and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.